Hey everyone, welcome back to 12 Days of Autumn with Daisy and Chrissy. We're on today 9 and we're going to do candy. So I am debating between these two sets of photos. And I did decide to go on the more recent ones. And I'm going to use up the rest of this Dear Lizzie 6x6 pad that I've had forever. I am so I can just throw it away now. I have a lot. I think it was the Lovely Day collection. I loved it, but I felt like these bright, colorful pattern papers would really work for a candy themed layout. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Use these alphas again. You've seen them a few times already, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to trace them, stitch them, and fussy cut them out. So you're going to see how that magically kind of comes together. So it's the word candy is going to be a really big statement on this layout. And then as I was doing this, I was thinking, I swear I had these photos in the smaller 3x4 size that I had documented a layout last year, but I didn't really like the way it had turned out. And so in the back of my mind, as I'm doing all of this, I'm thinking about that and I'm like, yes, yep, I totally do. And I am going to go ahead and you're going to see after I show you how I paper pierce and all of that and do my stitching. And I do stitching in black to kind of highlight the fact that this is Halloween candy. And I'm going to go ahead and basically tear apart my old layout to create this layout. And I am a lot happier with it. It's not that I didn't like the old layout, it just wasn't quite jiving with what I was really intending to go for when I originally scrapped it. And so this is going to just kind of flow together a little bit better. And this layout had some pieces from the Little You collection from Chamel. Is that the right collection? Little by Little collection from Chamel. And so the two collections go together decently. So that was nice. But now I'm struggling because the word candy is so large. I don't know how to make this work. And so I struggled. I had to walk away from it a few times. I struggled. In the end, I'm going to pull out that third photo. I'm going to use all three photos. And I'm even going to take apart the title that says Halloween Love. I'm going to use that as part of my title for this layout as well. So it ends up saying Halloween Candy Love, because that's what this is about. This was really Jackson's first full-on going up to every house and trick-or-treating and not really being tired and having fun and getting to enjoy it. And it was his first really kind of big night going to trick-or-treating. So it's kind of an exciting one. And he got a lot of candy and he was exciting. And he's wearing his Buzz Lightyear costume, so it's bright and colorful. And so this all kind of flows together. And so I really wanted to document it. And I liked the banners I had added, but I couldn't really make those work. So instead, I'm going to take them and trim them down. And I'm actually going to use just the black and the red and make the little tiny banners to go with my title. And I'm going to hook one to the C and one to the Y. And I love the way that turns out. That's kind of the way I wanted it to go. Still struggling with what I want to do. You see, I'm like, well, let's try it up here and see if I should have my photos done at the bottom. No. What I'm going to end up doing after you watch me play around with it forever, I mean, this took me forever, is I'm going to actually trim down the white cardstock and use the original red pattern paper. So it's red with a little bit of a white border with some teal stitching. And I'm just going to kind of take that theme on and do it again. So I'm going to place my entire layout on top of that, do some stitching again in the same teal, and then I'm going to still think it's not enough because, as you know, I like layers to my layouts and I like there to be a lot, and this is more on the simplistic side for me, so I think that's where I was struggling. And my idea was I'm going to go ahead and use some mixed media with my star stencil. I love this stencil. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm going to I have a little bit left of some Dazzlers that was drying up, and so I mixed that in with some more Shimmers product that's liquid form. But together I was able to mix it and it made it a darker gray, which is kind of the nice tone I was going for. And I'm going to use that to go ahead and just put stars on the backgrounds. So there's added interest to it in that way. And I'm pleased with the way that definitely helped give me that little extra layer that I felt like I was missing. I still these basic layouts, they're hard for me. Simplicity is hard for me when it comes to scrapping. Some people rock it out and I struggle with it. So a lot of people are like, oh, I love it. They always turn out so well. And it's not that I don't like it. It makes me feel like something's missing because I didn't add all the things. So you're going to see me add my photos back down. I'm going to add a few sequins, and that does it for this layout. It was super easy. Please make sure to head on over and check out Daisy's take on what she did for Candy for this theme. And we are going to take, today's the 9th. I think we're taking a day off, 2 days off. So we're going to take 2 days off, and we'll be back on Halloween for day number 10, and then we'll be back on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for for day number 9, and then we'll be back 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for 10, 11, and 12. So I hope you have, like I've said, been enjoying this series. We love being able to share with you some different themes throughout the year, and we will be back in a couple days with our next layout, and it's on Halloween, so I think you guys can probably come up with the idea of what our theme is going to be for that one. There is my layout kind of wrapped up. You're going to see it, the finished take on it. And if you have any questions, just leave them below. I'll get to them if I get the chance. I do read all your comments though, so thank you for those. Bye everyone.